So, if you're going through perimenopause or postmenopause, you might have been slammed by a wave of anxiety that feels, well, completely new and totally overwhelming. I want you to know it is not just in your head. Today, we're going to dive into some really powerful, practical ways to fight back so this feeling doesn't get to run your life.
Okay, let's just get one thing straight, right from the very beginning. This is not just worrying. The feeling we're talking about is different. It's so physical, it can literally stop you in your tracks. And if that sounds even a little bit familiar to you, please know you are not alone and you are absolutely not imagining it.
All right, so if we're going to figure out how to tame this beast, we first have to really get a handle on what it feels like and what makes it so different from anything you might have dealt with before. And this, right here, really gets to the heart of how bewildering it is. All of a sudden, normal things, like just driving to the grocery store, feel terrifying. You get that physical feeling, that tight, horrible ball of dread right in your chest. It's like your body is stuck in fight or flight mode. But for what? There's no reason. And it can spiral into these obsessive thoughts, like checking and rechecking things over and over. It's not just confusing, it is absolutely exhausting.
And here's something you really need to hear. This anxiety isn't some kind of personal failing or a sign that you're weak. No, it is a physiological rebellion that is happening inside your body, and it's being driven by very real biological changes.
So let's just put a name to this, shall we? This isn't just anxiety that happens during menopause. It's anxiety that happens because of menopause. And honestly, just framing it that way is the first step to taking back some control. It's a legitimate biological event.
Okay, so what is actually going on under the hood? Well, it's pretty much a perfect storm. Your estrogen and progesterone levels are taking a nosedive, and that just creates chaos. Your cortisol, that's your stress hormone, can get stuck in the on position. And get this, these shifts can even mess with your gut microbiome, which is where most of your serotonin, the happy chemical, is made. Then you throw in some unstable blood sugar, which can cause things like a racing heart, and it's no wonder your body thinks it's having a full-blown panic attack.
And this visual? Wow. It just shows you exactly why this is a whole body experience. You see, you have estrogen receptors literally everywhere. In your brain, in your gut, everywhere. So when your estrogen levels drop, it is not just about hot flashes. It's a system-wide event that can directly hijack your mood and your body's entire stress response.
Okay, we get the why now. Let's get to the how. How do we actually start to fight back? Well, it all starts with a simple, but believe me, incredibly powerful shift in your mindset. It's about becoming a stubborn bird. I just love this phrase from our source material. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's a mantra. It's a declaration of defiance. It's you deciding right here and now that you will not let these physical sensations run your life. You are stubborn, you are resilient, and you are taking charge. So what does being a stubborn bird actually look like? Well, first, you call it what it is. You recognize this feeling is just a temporary physical sensation caused by your hormones. Yeah, it feels awful, but it's not going to hurt you and it will pass. Then you pull out your coping strategies. And you know what? Maybe the most important part is this. You stop giving a single thought to what anyone else thinks about how you're dealing with it. If you need to walk around a store staring at the floor to stay grounded, that is your business and your business alone.
Okay, let's get super practical. What can you actually do in that moment when you feel that wave of panic start to rise, especially when you're out in public? You've probably heard this a million times when you're panicking. Just breathe. It is probably the worst advice you can get. Why? Because when you're in a real panic surge, your adrenaline is through the roof, your body thinks it's literally fighting for its life. Asking it to take slow, deep breaths is like trying to put out a forest fire with a water pistol. It's just not going to work. Okay, so here is this brilliant, kind of weird but amazing hack. The second you feel that surge coming on, don't fight it. Instead, you interrupt it. If you can, get up and move. Burn off a little of that adrenaline. But if you're stuck in public, pop a strong menthol cough drop in your mouth. The intense, almost shocking flavor is a powerful pattern interrupt. It gives your brain something totally different and really strong to focus on, and that can ground you and derail that whole panic spiral.
And look, this is proof right from the source that it works. The whole point isn't to magically make the panic disappear on the spot. It's about managing it just enough so that you can stay in control, finish whatever you need to do, and get yourself home. It's like a little bridge that gets you through the moment.
And that really leads us to the big picture here, the long game. It's all about building a life where you are in the driver's seat, even if anxiety is sometimes riding shotgun. It's about learning to function scared and being completely and totally unapologetic about it.
It starts with stuff like this: being unapologetic about setting boundaries that actually work for you. If you can only handle being in a store for 20 minutes before you need to go, that is absolutely okay. No apologies needed.
Exactly. You and only you know your limits. Honoring your own capacity isn't selfish, it is essential self-preservation. Remember, no is a complete sentence.
Oh, and this one is huge. Asking for help is not, I repeat, not a sign of failure. It's a sign of strength. It's a sign of self-awareness. It's a smart strategy, not a weakness.
So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway. This is about a realistic shift in perspective. The goal is not to somehow magically erase anxiety from your life forever. The goal is to arm yourself with the knowledge and with the tools to stay in the driver's seat, to live your life on your terms, even when anxiety is along for the ride.
So I'll leave you with this question, because this isn't just about ideas, it's about taking action. So think about it. What is one small thing you can do for yourself today? One boundary you can set, one moment where you can put your own well-being first, completely and utterly without apology.